Good evening. Tonight I will show you how to let Windows 95 use VirtualBox's AC97 emulation. This is Windows 95 RTM, so if it works on this most primitive release, it should also work on later ones. You may want to use AC97 over SoundBlaster 16 because VirtualBox's SoundBlaster 16 emulation is broken and unlikely to be fixed. Note, however, that MS-DOS games will not be able to use AC97 audio, and while the driver used here appears to include a SoundBlaster emulator, it does not seem to support MIDI. Therefore, if you want to be able to play DOS games with music and use Windows 95, you should probably use a PC emulator instead. Maybe VMware would also work, but I personally haven't tested that in a while. The necessary Windows 95 driver can be downloaded from Realtek's website. You will need to find a way to transfer the installer to a VM. This process will be omitted for brevity's sake, but one approach is to use software like ImageBurn to create an ISO image. If you do use ImageBurn, make sure to use mirror number 7, as the others may contain adware. With the VM shut down, you can change the audio controller from SoundBlaster 16 to AC97. Upon the next startup, Windows 95 will detect a PCI multimedia audio device. This is the AC97 controller. For now, click Do Not Install Driver, as we will run the installer ourselves shortly. If you were previously using SoundBlaster 16 audio and would like to remove it, run the Add New Hardware wizard. Let it detect new hardware, and it should detect that the SoundBlaster 16 has been removed. There is no need to restart now, as we will restart after installing the AC97 driver. To install the AC97 driver, insert the ISO image you created earlier into the VM and run 0001vxd.exe. If you are running at 640 by 480 resolution, the window will be too big to fit the screen, but you can simply press Enter to begin installation. Once it prompts you to restart, simply press Enter again. Once you log on, you should hear the Microsoft sound. Well, any day now. And there you go! Windows 95 is now using VirtualBox's AC97 controller. We will end with a back-to-back sound comparison of VirtualBox's broken SoundBlaster 16 emulation versus the AC97 emulation. Good night!